Australia. I'm all the way in China, in Jiangmen, making a film called Deadly Poison. So I'm really sorry I can't be there to physically meet people and give real eye contact and all of that. But I just wanted to also participate and also share with you my journey. Growing up in Western Sydney, it's always been hard because, you know, being culturally diverse, Asian, there's always a perception, a bunch of stereotypes that are pasted on you all the time, every time, whether it's in, you know, Channel 7 News or like in TV or in dramas or whatever it is. You always have labels that are given to you. I think it's important that what we do, we have a strong social change core to it, that we do want to make a difference. There's no point, you know, as an artist going out there, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll do this, and I'll do that, and it'll just be like, you know, year after year, just a bunch of projects that you do without having a real guts to it. One is one of the lead actors in Change of Our Lives, and that was a project commissioned by Cancer Council, and I got on board that project through another organisation called Information and Cultural Exchange, ICE, and really I think with that project it was more about how does my community, how do we find ways for them to learn more about hepatitis B, because it is a serious health issue that affects the Asian demographics, in particular the Vietnamese community of Australia. And it's interesting because, you know, as an artist, every now and then you will get these hard projects, these hard issues that are given to you. So hey, how do you make this engaging? Hepatitis B, how do you make it engaging? How do you make it relatable to people that people can go, oh yeah, I can talk about it, rather than, we just watched a hepatitis B thing. You know, so that's the thing. As an artist, you got to understand people. You got to have to understand how people operate and what it is that they want to see. They don't want to be watching or seeing or discussing about social change. Well, normal people like us, yeah, it's fine. But real people, the 99% of the population, most of the times they're happy to do their, you know, day-to-day thing and not have to worry about anything and go watch a movie, yada yada, enjoy life. That's the basic thing about human beings, is they just want to have fun, have a family, and everything's all dinky-die. For social change makers, it's different. We're trying to change people by the masses. So for me, knowing the fact that I've got this topic, hepatitis B, and a community, how do I mix it all in? How do I fit it all together? I did some research and went out to Cabramatta, had a look at it and go, what connects with this demographic? Okay, first off, it's the food. The second thing is the DVD pirate stores. If you go down to Cabramatta, you realize how many of these stores, these pop-up stores there are. So I thought, okay, why do people go into these stores? What for? Because they want to watch films, they want to watch movies that are being imported into the country. Because there's a lack of content, lack of Asian Australian content, a lack of Vietnamese films being made, so therefore people want to watch things that are imported in. So I thought, okay, why don't we make a sort of Korean drama kind of style soapy, Australia's first Vietnamese soapy, because it hasn't been done. That's the thing. It's about making things that hasn't been done that could be quite edgy and exciting. So that was the thing when I pitched back to council, let's make a movie, let's work a web series, yada yada yada. They got on board, they financed the whole process, and it wasn't just let's go out there and make a movie. It's about how do we get community people to come on board this project, learn skills, and also take on roles as filmmakers. You know, it's a big task, and I have to admit, when I think back, sitting back, it required a tremendous amount of energy from me, and also the people that were on the project, as well as a tremendous amount of conviction that we will make a movie by the end of blah blah 3 months, which is usually pretty crazy. You know, we only had 7 days to film a whole film, and we did it. You know, and I think in a way it was a little bit ridiculous that we gave ourselves such a short deadline, but knowing me, like, yeah, we can do it. We did. We ended up finishing it. We ended up making a film. It had a poster that was in Hoyts. Can you imagine? Change of Our Lives next to this Asian Australian cast poster in Hoyts next to all these blockbusters. You know, it was quite a trippy feeling, you know. And I remembered my community going into the cinema and going, wow. Tato Kusam, which was the translated version of Change of Our Lives, is on a poster. There are Asian faces on this poster. It is in Hoyts. We're going to see the movie for free at Hoyts. You know, what better outcome? And on top of that, we're learning more about hepatitis B without it being pushed into our face. We're learning it through story. We're learning it through connection. We're learning it through what is important to us as a community, which is the family core essence, which is family values. You know, all of that. As a social change maker, you need to understand that. Whatever community you work in, because I've worked in diverse communities as well. I've worked in Aboriginal communities, Arab communities. It's the same thing. For you coming into a community, you need to break down your barriers and you need to facilitate. You need to hear. Your ears, your pores need to be open to receive all the information that a community gives you. Then you start filtering. Then you work with the communities. You work with their artists to really come up with something that will resonate, that will create that change. Also, if there's anyone out there who wants to connect with me, maria.tran85@gmail.com. If you want to connect, collaborate, and make more edgy projects, I don't know, just throw something at me. I'm here to talk. I'm here to connect. This is my core essence. So I hope to connect and see you later on. Bye!